DraftKings Daily Picks, Fantasy Basketball Lineup January 23. High Value SF. Marcus Morris Detroit Pistons, 5,900 Morris's game-winning heroics on Saturday tipping in the winning basket over his brother is the latest in a string of strong games for the Pistons SF. He has at least 39 fantasy points in 3 straight and ended up with 47.75 fantasy points on 25-11-3 against the Wizards in that matchup Saturday. Tonight, he takes on the Kings who held him in check last week, but he has caught fire since then and makes a good play from under 6K tonight. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist Charlotte Hornets, 5,400 on Saturday. The Hornets got a big game from MKG who had 17-14-1 with 2 blocks against the Nets for 40.5 fantasy points. That performance give Kidd-Gilchrist at least 27 fantasy points in 3 straight and 4 of his last 5. Tonight he and the Hornets host the Wizards who Morris just tore up, so give him a look if you can't squeeze Morris himself under your salary cap. Joe Ingles Utah Jazz, 4,800 with Rodney Hood out. Joe Ingles has been drawing starts for the Jazz and been fairly productive with 26, 27.75, and 24 fantasy points in his last 3 contests. He struggled from the field against the Pacers shooting just 1-6 but still had 24 fantasy points on 2-4-6 with 3 steals. As long as Hood is out and Ingles is getting 30+ minutes he's a nice play under 5K. Caris LeVert Brooklyn Nets, 3,900 The Nets have been giving rookie Caris LeVert some extra run and he has looked good in recent games. He has at least 19 fantasy points in each of his last 3 games and 5 of his last 9. He went off against New Orleans with 17-6-5 for 36.25 fantasy points in his 25 minutes last Friday and followed that with 9-1-4 with 2 steals against the Hornets for 19.75 fantasy points. With the Nets desperately looking for offense while Jeremy Lin is out, look for LeVert to continue getting 20+ minutes a night making him a nice sub 4K play even in a tough matchup against San Antonio.